Why are you here?
I'm here because I say to other people, and I say to myself, if you're not outraged, then there's something wrong with you. Because there's a reason why people mass so readily for a singular cause, a cause that is pretty much common to human decency, which is treat your fellow citizen decently, and they will treat you decently. And what's happening in the world right now, especially with government systems and folks in power, is that they've kind of lost touch of what really is valuable and what is humanity. You know, you send soldiers to needless wars, you break up families, you still have very, very clear housing discrimination, you have an education disparity, which is pretty much unconscionable, or kind of unbelievable, especially given that this is one of the richest countries in the world, if not the richest country in the world. Having gone through several education systems myself, and being college educated, I'm part of the exception that can really speak to this. Water can be stacked right here, please. Along the side. I say to myself, something's wrong, and I was in a Peace Corps, for example, and I said to someone, I'm outraged, I didn't know what was wrong, and I was like, people need to do more. People need to do more for their fellow citizens. And I realized that when I was saying to this person, like, I was saying it as if I wasn't part of the group. I wasn't part of the common good that's trying to be spread and trying to be done here. Water goes over here, stacked, please, thank you. And I said to myself, I've got, I say leadership. You don't just let it happen. You got to step up. People just got to step up and go out and talk to people and tell them, listen, if your brother is hurting, your fellow citizen is hurting, you're really not free. They just executed someone, I don't know what the statute of limitations were, but they just executed a guy without a fair trial. They execute individuals every day without fair trials. And you ask yourself, in this particular system, with these amount of individuals who are knowledgeable and well educated, the U.S. is one of the best education systems in the world, that there should be something more progressive done. You had progressive eras, you had civil rights era, you had you call this another new progressive era, and it's just like, things just have to change, and people are getting upset and outraged, and they have reason to be. They have a reason to be outraged. And again, if you're not outraged, then something is going on that you're not really privy to. You don't want to be privy to. Maybe you're part of a group of individuals that don't have to see, someone dying in the street because they don't have medical coverage, or someone flying halfway around the world for surgery because it's cheaper in another country, or maybe you don't have the experience or the sense to really see that there are babies dying because they don't have adequate care in the United States of America, or they're hungry. There's a hunger problem here as well. I traveled to India recently, and you see literally people living under plastic on beaches, public beaches, and bathing and using the beach water as potable water, as cooking water. And you say that shouldn't happen. What allows us to let this happen to other people? What is in us that lets this happen? Are we ignoring it? Do we wish to let it pass by? It's out of sight, out of mind mentality, and it's just like something's wrong if you're not more mad about that.
Okay. What is this?
This is a gathering of like-minded individuals who see a problem and want to contribute and want to help. Because the thing is, you're not going to help yourself. You're not going to be able to help yourself without other people around you. Like, again, no one goes it alone at all. Depending on what you do, whatever endeavor you do, you can't do it alone. We can't do this all alone. And so that's why I'm here. That's why we got people here. That's why we got you here. Like-minded individuals.
Okay. One more question. What do you hope to gain out of this?
I hope to gain more experience and what I can contribute based on my knowledge to other people, because I've now traveled a bit. I like to say I'm pretty fortunate to be educated in the United States of America, and I'm also an immigrant. I was born in another country, and I see disparities, and I understand how they grow and what happens in an international context. And when I see it happening here, in a place where there's information that's readily available to change in the immediate situation, knowing tax laws, knowing zoning laws, knowing basically how to search the internet for a job, it happens here. Technology, especially in Seattle, there's a lot of accessibility here. With this kind of accessibility, you have to know that the rest of the world is suffering. That we're not only suffering here, everyone's suffering. We really got to, we all got to step up to really address the issue. So it's that's how I feel.
Okay, thank you very much.